Well, the art of cheerleading has been around probably more decades or more eons than people really think. It goes back many, many, many years. Cheerleading has been great. And there has been cheerleading competition, the kind of standard stuff that you see in high schools, the cheerleading squad. And in colleges, you see the cheerleading squad. There's national championships for cheerleading squads. And frankly, in regular cheerleading squads, actual cheerleading squads, you see a lot of guys. And the reason you do is because they're bases, as what we call them. And you see those flyers, the young ladies flying up in the air. Well, girls can't launch girls like that, but men can. And that's where they come in. So you look at Indiana University, Purdue University, or any of our local universities, their cheer squads are cheer teams. That's what they're there for. And they perform and they're very good at what they do. But some years back, the National Football League decided, we need our own cheerleaders. Except they weren't really cheerleaders as you and I normally think of cheerleaders. They were dance squads, pom-pom squads. They come out in these tiny little uniforms and prance around the field and stand by the sidelines when the teams are introduced. Everybody goes rah, and some people go to the games to see the cheerleaders. As you know, the Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders have become, infamous. I mean, movies about them, all sorts of stuff, dealing with those Cowboys. They are probably the champions of the league as far as cheerleaders go. But something new has come along. And in today's woke society, well, guess what they're putting on squads now? But you're saying, well, this is relatively new. This has never happened before. Let me take you back to the year 1979. That's a long time ago, right? Well, it turns out the Denver Broncos were marching onto the field, and lo and behold, one of the cheerleaders on the Denver Broncos cheer pom-pom team had hairy legs and a hairy chest. Look who it was. None other than Robin Williams. Robin Williams was a cheerleader for the NFL cheer squad, and I think it had something to do with a movie he was making or a show or whatever. But he did it on the field. And then bashedly, he did what he did, but it was a promotional gimmick. It was for, like I said, for his TV show or what he was doing. So, have there been men on squads? Yes. Well, here in the year 2025, the woke concept, because after all, the NFL teams have what? Gay pride flags on there, people kneeling for the national anthem, singing the black national anthem, all the woke stuff. Well, teams are introducing male, dancers. Not cheerleaders, folks, male dancers. Two of the latest are on the Minnesota Vikings team, but turns out that there's 18 male dancers on 11 or 12 of the NFL teams. And I mean, it's pervasive. It's on even the Indianapolis Colts. They haven't announced it yet. You haven't seen it yet. But yes, they're going to have male dancers on their squad. Now, I don't know how the girls on the team feel about that. Not sure. And frankly, it's not my job to ask them. But do we need male dancers along with the female dancers on professional football teams' fields? Traditionally, it's always been women because, they're trying to attract people to come to the games. So will male dancers attract other men to come to the games? I don't know. Not my call. But I can tell you this. We are getting into a new area. And what's the next thing we're liable to see? How about a female on a male football team? Has it happened before? More than once it has. Not in professional football, but in college, I believe it has. And I know it's happened in the high school ranks because Sophie Cunningham of the Indianapolis Fever was a kicker on her high school team when the original kicker got hurt or whatever. And I think she went 2 for 4 in her field goals. Can be done. But male dancers dancing with the women, my question is, they use the same locker room? Don't know. And are we going to see a male dancer with the Dallas Cowgirls? They do call them the Dallas Cowgirls, do they not? They put a man on there, what are they going to call them, the dancing? I'm not sure what they're going to call them. But now you know, about 11 or 12 teams in the National Football League are all going to have guys dancing with the women. And that's what they're doing. Like it or not, things are changing. And if you don't like it, you can always cancel your season tickets and stay home and watch it on TV. If you do like it, your call. Just passing this along to you. The latest thing in the world of the National Football League, male dancers. Not cheerleaders, male dancers. Just saying.